Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. As above, so below. We're talking about Mars energy. Thank you so very much to all my brothers and sisters in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo. As you guys are being notified that Apostle Eve is live, thank you so very, very much. Listen, even though I'm up a little earlier doing this live, I really am trying to encourage many of you guys that are out here that may not have certain privileges that I've had to be blessed with, and I want to share with you some of the information so it will make your journey more wiser, and that you will be able to benefit more off of these and out of these ATRs. What's up there, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi? What's up there, Mary Bond? Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time in my lives are universal, and this my name is Apostle Ely. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the African tradition. African traditions are Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo. A lot of these ATRs come out of Africa and broken down sciences by which we benefit on today. What's up there, Janine Wise? We got Karen O'Brien. We got Danielle Greger. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Aquarius from Alabama. Good afternoon. How you doing? Florida in the house. Miss Whitney, 79. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the love. And also, I want to say to you guys that have commented up on my videos, much love. What's up there, Chastity Carter Leo in the house? Hey, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I want to say before we get started on to, this afternoon, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. My readings are destiny readings and shadow readings. And one of them, I want to say this. Hello, how you doing? Medifun Oshun. I mean, not Oshun, Oya. Sorry, Oya. I want to say hello to my madrina, my padrino. I want you guys to understand that my purpose of getting and sharing information is to show people, especially that us that grew up in the church, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Pentecostal, don't matter. Christianity had a lot of impact on a lot of us, and many of us are trying to walk bendición. Many of us are trying to walk into ATRs, but we're not realizing that a lot of our beliefs in Christianity and doctrine are still yet embedded in our mindset and our framework, and it's hindering you from actually walking into what is called universal laws. Okay? Shango in the house, thank you for being with us. And I want to say this to many of you guys. If you have had the privilege and you've had the honor of being raised in actually African traditions and you have not been tainted by Christianity, blessings to you. But there's a lot of people on my platform that were raised out in Christianity, and they're raised by people walking in a lot of the mindsets of colonialism. And since we're still in February with Black History Month, I want to encourage many of you guys to do your history studies. It's not about what I think, it's not about what I believe, but do yourself a favor and get you some history behind you before you continue on in certain belief cycles that were colonized, and you're still utilizing certain terminology that is hindering you from walking in your divinity and understanding your true destiny and not what somebody has paved out for you, okay? So I want to say this here. What's up, Mama Susan? Thank you for joining us, Gemini in the house, okay? So when I say this, I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, the reason why I say to many of you guys that my website and my platform is about teaching universal laws, where I do not implement to anybody my personal practices. Okay? I'm explaining why. Because if you don't know your genealogy, if you don't know your ancestry, then you may take on certain things that I do that has nothing to do with your spiritual makeup. And I am not trying to get people to do what I do. I am trying to get people to do what their ancestors did. And a part of me teaching universal laws is because whatever I am teaching is applicable to anybody, whether Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, whether you do folk magic, whether you do Congo magic, whether you do Wicca, Ajay, shamanism, indigenous. Universal law is understanding how we all draw from these same reservoirs of energy in nature and in the celestial being. You understand? So this is what my good afternoon to you as well. Everybody is not on the same level of evolution. Everybody out here is in different spaces, and depending on what matrix or system by which you operate, whether you're in the Americas, whether you're in Australia, whether you are in Hawaii, well, Hawaii is still America, or whether you are in Trinidad, I have people in Jamaica, all over these lands. But at the end of the day, we are calling these same reservoirs of energy, Ashe and Chi, different names, but we draw from the same well, okay? I want that to become a call. Good afternoon to you. And this is, that's how I want to know more. Now, Madame, no, this is not Marie Laveau. This is Medifun Oya behind me, okay? This is Arisha. Now, why I wanted to come on here today and talk about this, and I have got to change my title because they gave me something different. And my title that I want to talk about, it doesn't matter where you are in your walk. This is going to hit home, okay? My subject is watch yourself before you wreck yourself, right? And if all of us, no matter what our belief system, believe what Ola Damari, the Mighty and Zombie, El Shaddai, the Elohim, Allah, we have so many names for deity, Hathor. Me personally, I do understand that it was feminine energy before it was masculine energy. So I want to understand a lot of my belief system. Yes, I am a male, but I do understand science. I do understand mathematics. And I want to say, yeah. So when it comes down to, let me say it like this. People have a vested interest in you not developing. What's up, Natasha Foster? When certain things are being done, don't think they're being done accidentally. Okay? And there are certain things that have been implemented by people that were threatened by the evolution of gods and goddesses that once ruled the earth. Okay? The Bible calls it, the earth is waiting on the manifestation of the sons of God. And what that means is, earth may be called Tiamat, Gaia. They have so many terminology, Mother Earth. They have so many terminology depending on the religion, depending on the landscaping. But at the end of the day, they're talking about earth energy. This planet by which we operate in and that we are rooted in, okay? And so this planet is waiting on her children to arrive. And those children are melanated, because they have the pigmentation and they have the chemistry and they have the chromosomes that are and the genetics necessary in order to harness her power as well as the universe. Okay, so that's what they mean for as above, so below. Your upper chakras, this is a new term that came on later, but the upper energy systems deal with the universe. The lower system deals with Gaia or the Mother Earth. Okay. And so when you operate in that energy and you understand that it is nothing new up under the sun. What's up there, Al Marie? Tara's in the house. I'll share to you as well. When you understand universal laws, you understand that some of the systems by which you learn your spirituality were patriarchal in fashion. It does matter how your belief system was taught and formed. Okay? A lot of the old ways, especially I love Mosaic, Mosaic because it is an ancient set of rules that show me scientifically where the origin of power come from, the origin of universe. So when we say we want to go back to our roots, want to go back to our ancestry, then we will find out that the woman is the beginning of all of this. Feminine energy, okay? Only thing higher than feminine energy is orgone energy, okay? So anybody that is practicing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and you will find that a lot of times, a lot of females are limited in certain traditions because they're patriarchal, but those religions cannot live without you birthing their power. So basically, when you don't understand this, that a lot of these religions could not live without you. Even though I am a man, my Morato and my crowning are all female. So the reason why I'm able to birth a lot of things and manifest a lot of things is because I am very much in tune with my feminine energy, okay? This has nothing to do with being attracted to a man or a woman. This is energy, ashe. This is chi. This is prana, okay? These were to minimize the power of feminine energy, to bring down the oracles and raise up other types of deities and spirits, okay? A lot of the spirit, if you just travel back and research, study to show yourself approved. So I'm not here trying to tell you what to believe. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your personal life. You can serve, ma'am, I'm a Sag. Believe in what you want to believe in. But my subject today needs to have a foundation about which I teach. So I'm never going to teach in a way that is against nature and that is against the universe, okay? My job is to shine a light so you can understand. Just because you're female does not mean you're walking in your femininity. Just because you are a male does not mean that you are understanding the true power of what it is to be male, okay? Because all life starts with being feminine. Every person born on this earth started out as a female. You did not become male until it was determined that testosterone started changing your anatomy into a masculine physical flesh, okay? So I want to understand that. Don't take my words. Do your own study. We all started out with tails, reptilian. This is not my idea, my belief. This is what it is, okay? So when you claim to want to understand your power, what's up, Scorpio? And you want to understand how to get in contact with your ancestors and traveling back there and getting ancestral readings, you need to know what you're going to be tapping into, okay? A lot of this stuff that's new here, not that very old, they have a lot of touches of colonialism and patriarchal, but this has nothing to do with feminine, because a woman that understands, a true woman of God, a true woman, a medicine woman, is not here to destroy men, because she is the birth of men. That's why when you see Isis, you see her child, he has a crown. This is Horus was a child in depiction, right, of Isis, and she placed a crown on his head. So a real woman knows a real man. So any woman that is out here claiming to be of the matriarchal, and she is trying to benign or destroy men without understanding that they are the creation of those males, she's not operating in alignment either of that. Any man that is trying to demean or demonize feminine energy is also not walking in an alignment with masculine energy, because masculine energy loves feminine energy, because masculine energy drives the power of chaos energy, because we cannot get manifestation without masculine energy. So people that practicing magic, that understand and respect magic, they are not on either side of these ideas. They understand it takes both to manifest. End of story. Male or female. I don't care if you a bruja, another made up term, witch, ajay, a bombo, hugon. If you practice magic and you manifest it, you working with both energies. End of story. I don't care who they are. If they are manifesting in their life, if they are creating, they're utilizing feminine energy. If they are manifesting, they're utilizing masculine energy. End of story. Don't care what their personal preferences are. That's how it works. No matter, it's universal. Okay? My subject is watch yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? I will be coming from Luke 15 chapter. Now, why do Apostle Ely, you practice the ATR, but you're using the Bible? Okay? Most Christians demonize the ATR. So I'm always trying to show Christian people that a lot of the things that they demonize are right here in the Bible. Right here in the Bible. Right the Bible. Okay? So, Luke the 15th chapter, I'm going to read 24 through 32. It says, "For this my son was dead and alive again. He was lost and is found. And they began to be merry. Now his elder son was in the field, and came and drew nigh or near to the house, and heard the music and the dancing. Verse 26 says, and he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant. Verse 27 said, and he said unto him, thy brother is come, and thy father has killed the fatted calf, and because he has received him safe and sound. Verse 28 said, and he was angry and would not go in. Therefore came his father out and entreated him. And he answering said to his father, lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgress I at any time thy commandment. And yet thou never gavest me a kid or a calf, that I might be merry with my friends. But as soon as thy son was come, which had devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed for him the fatted cow. Listen at the father's response. And he said unto him, son, thou art ever with me. All that thou have is thine. Verse 32 says, it was meant that we should make merry and be glad. For this thy brother was dead, is alive again, and was lost and found. Now, why are we talking about this? What does this have to do with the ATRs? What does it have to do with Conjure? I want to say this to many of you guys. There are many lost tribes out there. They have lost their way. They have lost their culture. They have lost their identity. And I want you to understand, when the Father represents the universe, the Father represents the Ashe, the chief. And there are two ideas here. You have the prodigal son and you have the elder son. Neither appreciated what they had in the house. I'm going to say that again. A lot of times when you hear this in the Christian church, you always hearing about the prodigal son, but you never really hear why it is a problem, that you have a problem with how God chooses to bless people you don't think they deserve to be blessed, huh? The elder son felt because of his faithfulness that he deserved to be blessed. Come on here, somebody. But because God still blessed the prodigal son, because he returned back and realized what he had walked off from. See, just because I don't appreciate, come on here, somebody, what I got, and I mess it up, don't mean I don't know who gave it to me. Come on here, somebody. Sometimes you watch mom and daddy bless certain people, or you watch your tata mumbo or huga, and you watch that and you say they don't appreciate what mom and daddy got for them. You might appreciate it, but you not grateful. The elder son might have been faithful, but he was not grateful. Come on here, somebody. Some of y'all don't understand. There are certain people in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo. They don't like the idea that you are returning back to your roots. They don't like the idea that you have came to yourself and realized that Christianity cannot give you what God has blessed you with. Y'all understand? There are people that are sitting there and understanding that you are the chosen, coming back to the Father, coming back to the universe, coming back to Mother Earth, coming back to the universe, and they are upset. Why is the spirits of the Impungos happy? Why are the Loas happy? Why are the Tata? Y'all ain't trying to hear me on today. They're not happy that the universe is restoring you back to glory, because they don't themselves feel like, I show more appreciation for you. Yes, you did. But these are still my children, huh? These are These are still my children. You ever been, if you are a parent and you ever had that wayward child, and that child that kept messing up, and the child that wasn't messing up got upset with you because you still were fighting for your child, because they feel you shouldn't fight for them. Is anybody hearing me? There are people out here, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to wreck yourself, because you want to have the power to determine who the universe blessed, who Yahweh blessed, who Elohim blessed, who Jehovah, Mali and Zombie, who Oladamari blessed. Because you have determined what they don't deserve. You have determined what measure of grace they should be receiving. You have determined how much they should suffer for their deeds. You don't have that jurisdiction. You might be faithful in the house, but you're not grateful in the house. Because you want to cause problems with Father God. You want to cause problems with Mother God. Because you are upset of the restoration that is coming to your brothers and sisters. Huh? You don't want the universe to put them back on the road. You don't want them to receive the rain. That's why I'm trying to educate many of you guys. Go to your ancestors. Stop dealing with people that are trying to tell you where you don't belong. Let your ancestors guide you. There are so many people out here that may be operating faithful in voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo, but they are not pleased. They are not pleased when they see the spirits start to celebrate the return of the originals. Come on here, somebody, huh? If we really are brothers and sisters universally, then why is it that when you go and get you a reading, that all of a sudden they start sending you down these rabbit holes? All of a sudden they start telling you what spirit is saying when spirit did not speak. Because they had a problem with you being restored because you had the African sciences first and you did not appreciate them. And you walked off from them searching after other sciences. And since they kept these sciences alive, they feel like you don't deserve to get your stuff back. That's all it is, baby, huh? And so therefore they're sending you on ignorant goose chases. I'm here to tell you, watch yourself before you wreck yourself. You cannot call it African, Cuban, and then deny African. You cannot call it Palo. You cannot call it Santeria. You cannot call it Lukumi without first acknowledging the origination of all of these sciences. Just because you learned the formula and transformed it into something else and gave it a pretty name, you still got your foundation. Huh? The genetics of it, the ingenuity of it, the energy, the carbon power of that Nganga comes from carbon energy, which comes from melanin, which comes from us. Oh, come on here, somebody. All I'm saying, my brothers and sisters, study. Don't think because you are being faithful to the Mpungas. Don't think because you are being faithful to the Orishas. Don't think because you are being faithful to the Loas, that when the Loas see their children and their children coming to themselves, that the spirits are not going to be rejoicing that my son, my daughter has returned. I don't want you to wreck yourself because you're going to get upset that I no longer speak Yoruba, but they hear me. Come on here. I no longer speak Yoruba, but they answer me. I no longer speak my native tongue, but they understand my pain and they understand and they're going to restore me back to glory. Come on here, somebody. I don't have to speak Arabic for the Mpungo to follow. Huh? It's in my genetics. I want y'all to understand something. There's such a restoration coming. And it's coming quickly. And there are people that are not happy about your awakening. And I want to tell you, sir and ma'am, they don't have to be. They don't have to be. Because the universe will get them straight. Just like the father, the younger son did not have to straighten. That's what's something wrong with some of y'all younger, y'all that represent the prodigal son. You so busy out here trying to make them accept you. As long as the Father, Mother God has accepted you, that's for them to straighten them. Not you. Huh? You want everybody at the cookout, the family cookout, to like you. They don't have to. You still the family. Huh? You are still a part of the tribe. Y'all remember the movie Wakanda? I love the part when he walked in there. He said, "Hey, auntie, See, when you know who you are, whether they accept you or not, you can say, hey, auntie, hey, uncle, hey, grandma. That you ain't got this. I have it. What's up there, Boss Braids? Please do yourself a favor 2023. Stop arguing at the family cookout. That's not what he did. He came to claim what was his. The only person can stop you from getting what's yours is God or universe. If God not stopping you, if the Loas are not stopping you, if the Nkisi is not stopping you, then why are you taking out the time to argue with your brother or your sister about what they think about what you don't deserve because you were not faithful, because you were lost, but you now found? The Bible says you were once dead and now you are alive. Now you are waking up out of your dead sleep. And now you are being drawn back to mother. You're being drawn back to father. And they are not happy. They're not happy about it. And that's okay. The elder son got so upset with the father for blessing. I need y'all to understand this. When they do your reading and they look up at you, they're trying to figure out, why is the Spirit speaking this about you? Why is the Spirit confirming this about you? They have a problem. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I'm teaching this and I'm out here teaching this is because I honestly have had the privilege and the honor of always walking in my truth. I've had people guide me, raise me, so I know who I am. When people read me now, I'm not getting a reading because of what I don't know. Because a lot of these people are not real out here. A lot of these people out here in these ATR, they are playing games with a lot of these melanated people. And my job now is to shine as much light that you guys do the research and really get with people that are glad about you returning back to your practice. Glad about you returning back to the knowledge that God has given you. Glad about you embracing your actual DNA structure, your genetics, your true ancestry. Not the ideas that were given to you, not the teachings that were given to you, not the rules and regulations that were given to you, but by the code by which was inside of your own DNA structure, your instinct. You understand? I do magic from my instinct, my genetics, my chemical makeup. And I want to encourage you today. Do not allow them that are faithful but not grateful to hinder you from your growth, your education. They're not going to teach you because they don't want you to be restored. They're not going to give you the light because they don't want you to see your way. But 2023, I am going to shine as much as God will allow. That many of you guys will see yourselves in me. And that you will start rejoicing when you see your brothers and sisters start awakening. And started getting back to their craft. And stop going out here trying to learn on your own. If you are truly seeking your destiny, the light will turn on and they will guide you to people that do not have a problem with you being restored. That will guide. If you never speak in tongues, it does not mean you do not belong to God. If you never get scratched in palo, does not mean you don't have a destiny. If you never get initiated in voodoo, it does not mean you don't have purpose. I want you to understand something. Do not confuse. Do not confuse somebody being upset of your restoration to your identity. The Bible said that the prodigal son came to himself. When you as a daughter of Oya, as a daughter of Oshun, as a daughter of the Impungos or the Orishas, whatever the ATRs, there are sciences out there that these people know not of. There's power that they cannot tap in because they do not have the chemical DNA to harness that type of energy. That's why they have to put it in objects. But I can carry the power. Oh, y'all didn't hear what I said. My body was designed to carry the solar energy. My body was designed to harness the power of Mother Earth. I have the chemicals that are necessary to harness light energy. So therefore, I don't have to put it in a pot. I can put it in my belly. For the Bible says, from your belly shall flow the rivers of living water. I don't have to go to a man-made river when I got a living river on the inside of me. Huh? Come on here, somebody. There are people right now, they want you to stay in Christianity. But then when they realize that I understand the mysteries of what the sciences are in the Bible, now they still upset. Because you can still manifest without walking in those other sciences. Huh? At the end of the day, is it really about the ritual or about the manifestation? I'm going to ask you again. Is it really about how you prepare the chicken, or do you want to eat? Is it more important to you as a man or grown man or woman about you manifesting what you have need of, or about how somebody performs a ritual or a traditional dance? What's more important? Let's raise the higher vibration so we can figure out what's more important. That you understand your ancestry and how your spirits, your guides came down here with you and they want to fulfill certain destinies, or is more important that you fit into somebody's country club that may have an idea about you and they may not feel that you deserve to return back? That's the question. I can't listen. When I tell you guys and offer my classes and tell you, I am going to be blessed for what I'm doing. And I am going to resonate with people that resonate with the level of truth that I give. But what I want you to understand, that you don't get hurt. I wrote down here, balance will cause awareness, and appreciation will cause acceptance. I'm going to say it again. When you get balance, it will cause you to become aware. And once you become aware, it will cause you to appreciate what you got. Wherever you are, whether you are the elder son in this or whether you are the younger son in this. Not about gender, it's about energy. And then once you appreciate things, then you will begin to accept. Huh? You will accept me to get my rightful place. You won't try to block me. You will try to welcome me and to assist me. I've been out on the social media platform a while. There's a lot of people out here initiated in different things. I have certain things with me. I'm going to explain this to you guys. Because if I know if they're doing it to me, I know what they'll do to you. Because to me, you don't have what I have. You're not awakened where I am. So when I go and I get readings to see if this person is going to be honest. I already know what I know. So there are other people that could support what I'm doing out here because they know they all know I'm telling the truth. That's not the issue. It's not about me not telling the truth. It's about you waking up. And if you are really about Paulo, like you say you were, if you really were about Christianity, which is out of Egypt, which is out of Kemet, if you really was about the Orishas and Santeria, you would be rejoicing at the restoration of many of us. But the idea that you are yet trying to hinder and deviate our process is proof that you are like the elder son that may be faithful to the practice, but you are not grateful. And you are upset because the Orisha, if you think that the Orisha will bless you, what you think they're going to do for me? If you think the Mpungo blessing you, what you think they're going to do for me? It's like me being a parent. How I'm going to allow one of my children to get mad with me for being there for my other child? Are you crazy? Yes. Because some of you just like that, you are upset with the spirits, the ancestors. You are upset with the divine for restoring and giving such power to somebody like me. What God did, He gave me my stuff before I got here because He knew how y'all were going to act. And now I'm here to lead other people. So a lot of this deviation that some of y'all doing, this is why I'm shining the light on certain things. I want y'all to see when somebody really about these ATRs and understand the science behind the ATRs, they will not have a problem being glad about you being restored back to your original state. Let me say it like this. Scientifically proven, genetics start with the African woman. That's the oldest human on planet Earth. The African, that is not the term that Africa was called, but that's the closest. I can't pronounce the other term. But woman was the first human on planet Earth. And she was African descent. That's scientifically proven by the Grace. I didn't come up with it. It's not. I don't have the copyrights to it, because if I did, I'd be rich. So man came out of woman. She crowned the man. Everything else that was learned, built, structured, learned out of her womb. That's why everything else replicates the African woman. That's why the pot is black. It's iron. It represents her womb. It represents her cycle. Every form of magic is a carbon copy of this creature, this being, this force, this power, this chaos, this carbon energy. If any of these ATRs has any power, it is replicating her. Now, it is not their fault that you don't understand your energy. It is not their fault that you're not trying to understand your energy. It is not your fault that you continue to go by the information that was fed to you by somebody trying to tame you. That is not their fault. When you see the light, awaken and walk therein. Embrace your ashe and ask your ashe to lead you back to the source. And the source will tell you the truth. It ain't my job to argue with you about what you believe in. Just like the prodigal son did not argue with his elder brother, the father straightened him. I'm going to let the Orisha straighten you. I'm going to let the Loa straighten you. I'm going to let the Mpungo straighten you. Y'all out here, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm going to let the spirits that you claim to be serving tell you who I am. Because I know I belong here. I know they don't want to teach me. This is what Paul was saying in the Bible. We got sheep not of this fold. They did not believe that Paul was of Christ Jesus because Paul was not baptized. They was not around. But Paul was preaching the same gospel. He was manifesting the same power that the original disciples were. So they had to give it to. If I am manifesting the power of the Loa, how you going to say I am not of? If I'm manifesting the power of the Mpungos, how you going to declare that I'm not? If I'm manifesting the power of the archangels, how you going to deny the power? And knowing that if I am calling them in this tongue, in this language, and they still are coming to me, that means I am the child of the Most High. Come on here, somebody. But if you really about these ATRs, you would embrace me. I don't have to do it like you do. That ain't how they raised me. Huh? That ain't how they raised me. I don't have to manifest like you do. In order to get Ezeli Dontor to move for me, I don't have to do what you do. And she's still going to move for me. I went to a read, I went to a Misa, and the first thing, the spirit came down and said, oh, all the Loas are with this man. I don't have to do what you do. When I went over there with the Orishas and the Santo, all the Orishas, they with him, they love him. The Orishas love this man. Even in one of my reading, the Oba Oriente said, the Orisha said, do not change. Y'all want me to change, but the Orisha said, so guess who I'm going to listen to? Guess who I'm going to listen to? I'm going to change anyway. I know my destiny. I know my purpose. I know why I'm in these ATRs. I'm not into these ATRs for power. I already have that. I'm not into these ATRs for you to do spells for me, for prosperity, healing. I already got that. I came here with my stuff because he knew y'all was out here doing this stuff to these people because you don't want them to return back to their mother's or their father's house. End of story. What's up, Sheena? All I'm trying to do with many of you guys that are trying to learn and trying to go back and return back to the nature. I wrote down here, grace is an action. Grace is an action. When people don't think you deserve what God got for you, and y'all know I use God as a title. I really believe in feminine energy, okay? But when people do not feel like you deserve what God is blessing you with, this is when I try to explain to you what grace is. Grace is an action in spite of what they think you don't deserve. That's when we say in the church, favor ain't fair. You ain't got to want me to have it. God want me to have it. You ain't got everything. My spiritual dad told me at 13 years old. My mom did not want me to practice voodoo. He said, if I don't teach you, you're going to learn it anyway. It was meant, you were born to do this work. My point, he said, if I don't teach you, somebody else is going to teach you. Everywhere I go, somebody shows up to tell me what I need to know. I don't worry about these people. And then once they tell me what I need to know, I come on here and I share insight with you guys. I don't tell the secrets of voodoo. I don't tell the secrets of hoodoo. I don't tell the secrets of the ATR. But I tell you foundation so you would know what to look for. To recognize the fruit. Know when somebody is lying to you. Know when somebody just taking your money. And I'm going to say this again. If you, sir or man, are gay or bisexual, hear me well. Stop spending your money with people. Because if your money is not gay enough for them to receive you, your money, then why would the Orishas, why would the Loas take your offering but not take you? Make it make sense. Why, if Christianity comes out of Kemet, which is Egyptology, then where did these prejudices come from? That means that Christianity is mimicking behaviors of these other ATRs. Why is it that your money is good enough to be received, but you are not good enough? Isn't that what the issue that we're having with Christianity? And you're sitting there letting somebody tell you your value. You're doing the same exact thing you did in the church. They have no intention of you being restored back to your glory. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're not. Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria. But remember, if you study science, everything comes back from what? Feminine energy and the universe. If you're going to do away with patriarchal ideas, mythology, and formation, get rid of it all. But if you're going to pick and choose what you're going to demonize, what you're going to make right or wrong, and let me tell y'all something. When somebody tells you they cannot scratch you or initiate you because of that, they're not lying to you because that's what they were taught. It don't mean it's true. It means that they're not lying to you. That's what they were taught. Huh? Just like you can be taught that Santa Claus come down your chimney. Just like you can be taught that Rudolph had a red-nosed nose, and that he led Santa Claus. Just like you can be taught that Frosty was a snowman. You can be taught anything. You can be taught that those Egyptians were white. You can be taught anything. It don't make it true. Don't make it true. But they are being honest with you when they say they can't do it because they can't do more above what they've been taught. But if you are seeking truth, find your ancestors. Do your veneration with your ancestors, and they will lead you to protection. They will lead you to glory. They will lead you to restoration. They will lead you to elevation. They will lead you. You came here with what you needed. Stop letting people hurt you. Stop letting people use you. Stop letting people deny you of what God has already granted you. Are y'all hearing me? If we're going to accept society, it said it take a village to raise a child. It did not say black, white, green. You are the beginning. You are the beginning of this. I got an appointment to go to, so I got to wind this up. If you're going to follow Apostle Ely, I teach real magic. I teach real magic. That's what I do. I don't teach my ideas. Because if you came to me, give you an example, and you hurt a child, or you did something to a child, me personally, as who I am, I would have a problem doing work for you. That doesn't mean that my spirits had a problem. I personally would have a problem as the vehicle between you and I would have personal problem because of my own personal issue. I'm not going to tell you God ain't going to move for you. I'm going to tell you I ain't going to move for you. If people be honest with their personal ideas or prejudice or whatever it may be, and not put that on the spirit, and let you find somebody that will move for you. Because just because one lawyer won't fight for you, don't mean another one will. Just because one doctor won't serve you, don't mean another one won't. You understand? Follow your ancestors. They got it for you. Follow people that follow spirit and not their personal ideas and their personal training. Because everything we were raised up with and taught was not right. Don't mean it wasn't taught to you. Doesn't mean that you didn't believe in it. But it doesn't mean that it's the truth. The truth lies in math and science. That's where the power is. That's where the freedom is. That's where the restoration is. Because they're going to be upset when they don't recognize who they are. Both the prodigal son and the elder son did not value what they had. And when you, as a grown man or woman, don't value what you have, you can always find fault in other people. If you're going to support Apostle Ely, you're supporting this type of truth. You're supporting this type of reality. And I personally don't, like I tell these people all the time, I'm not here for what these other people are here for. But you're not gonna leave Christianity and get hurt, and then get into the ATR and get hurt by the same mentality or ideas that you claim you're trying to run from. Because a lot of these people think the same way. Seek your ancestors. They got it for you. If you don't believe nothing else I say, seek your ancestors. They're going to guide you in the direction you need to go. And support what support you. Help what's helping you. Don't go where you are being tolerated. Don't give your resources, time, money, and energy to things tolerated that embrace you and celebrate you. Glad to see you come. Want to see you evolve in the best. And you don't have to minimize who you are to make them feel comfortable. That's where you want to be. That's my present to many of you all that follow me and listen to me. This is where it is. Find you somebody that understands energy and frequency. And to all of you, my title is Watch Yourself or You Wreck Yourself, Elder. Watch yourself or you wreck yourself. You don't tell the universe who to bless. You don't tell Ola Damari who to bless. You don't tell the Mighty and Zombie who to bless. If you don't get down like that, don't get down. That's fine. You have a right. That's your prerogative. But a lot of these sciences are not matriarchal. They're patriarchal. And there's no birth. There's no birth without feminine energy. So that means that you will use the feminine energy in somebody to birth your manifestation. And to all of you that got a problem with masculine energy, you cannot manifest without masculine energy. So let's balance. Let's get back to magic. Let's get back to universal, as above, so below. So within, so without. Let's keep it simple, and all this other stuff will start dissipating. Much love. I'll see y'all later on. I gotta go. I appreciate you. Share, like, and support Apostle E if you want to cash up. I'll do my readings later on this afternoon. All right? I gotta go. God bless.